Hello, my name is Lavender Labia, although my proctologist calls me Lavender Two Barrels. I am required by law to give the following content warning. The following is live gameplay footage and contains scenes which include needlessly over-sexualized content, extreme and graphic violence, emotional distress. Oh, somebody's messaging me. I wonder if that's because I've got no sound. Oh no. So, where was I? Emotional distress, reference to terrorist atrocities, and actual terrorist atrocities. Now, our first player is a veteran of my antics and has the bruises to show for it. Please welcome Bitrate.
Most of them are consensual.
Now, our next player is someone that I've thrashed many times. Please welcome Dirk Vanguard.
Hey.
Our third player is still on my list. Please welcome Kyle Resnick.
List for what?
And lastly, a man so Italian he could almost be from New York. Please welcome Carlo Sato.
Thank you for having me.
You're more than welcome.
You could have said New Jersey. It would have been fine nonetheless.
Now, before we begin, here are some of the latest news headlines from our in-game world.
I think we need to just go home now. I don't think we're going to get better than he's so Italian he could be from New York. That's a cocker.
So here are the latest news headlines from our in-game world. Disney has confirmed the next 38 Star Wars spin-offs. Die-hard fans insist they will hate it anyway. J.K. Rowling has been asked to transition to someone who shuts the fuck up. Poor newspaper sales have resulted in one paper pivoting their business model into telling the news. A banker caught with his finger in the till has been required to repeat basic training until he gets it right. Facebook insists it holds no personal data after accidentally changing everyone's profile picture to their dick pics during a congressional hearing. And now Phil will give a recap of last session whilst I bring in the GM.
Well, last session, we woke up in an alley. Without our memories, we sort of realised that we were being manipulated or what's the word I'm looking for, by our superiors in the corporation, and we decided to go and pay them a visit. But they were on a floor we couldn't get to, so we decided to blow a hole in the side of the tower to get to it. I think briefly that was about it. I spent all my cash on stuff we didn't use.
Although that was the session before you're describing. Last session, if I recall, you detonated the bomb and it was a success. And that was pretty much it. So, yes, the bomb explodes in the foyer of them. Now, just as a recap, you are in, of course, one of the Twin Towers of Bologna, home to the World Trade Center, in Bologna Regis, Italy. It is, of course, one of the two historic towers of Bologna, well known worldwide, even in today's age. But in this age, they have been upgraded and fitted with shops and more capitalism. So, the bomb explodes in the foyer area, causing a bit of a panic. And as you recall, what happened in the last session was the speedy security robot that we shall call Wiz from now on, since Kyle Resnick upgraded its mobility. It charged into the 6.9 Never Let a Period Ruin a Good Time shop and crashed into a pile of tampons. It emerges from the tampons, reversing and bumping into things all over the place whilst it tries to get used to the high speed. And starts screaming its sort of emergency broadcast message: "Panic! Panic! Panic!" And if you recall, the bomb blew a hole in the wall through the paint, through the plaster, through the Da Vinci painting that was behind it, and through the bricks. And there is this huge gaping hole. Dust pours everywhere. It fills the room. People run around in a panic. At least those who weren't severed in the initial explosion. Sadly, I mean, they should have practiced running with one leg and no head. So yes, you are stood there in the midst of all of this chaos, and presumably you're going to stick your head through the hole to see what you've done.
Yeah, I'll have a look down, see how far we've got to go, and check it's not been noticed.
Yeah, you've definitely been noticed. And in fact, the woman on the reception desk is currently frantically trying to dial the police, but is listening to the hold music. Because it's the urgent, dedicated terrorist atrocity line. Seeing as you have just detonated a bomb in the World Trade Center on, I note the date today is September the 11th. So I think the tower's fate is sealed.
No, it's been blown open. It's not sealed. It's the opposite of sealed.
As you look through the hole, you can see the atrium that opens up to the sky above, which of course is the landing ramp for the aircraft coming into the building to land. Right now, someone is actually getting into an aeroplane to leave the World Trade Center via aeroplane, thanks to the explosion, because they're in a bit of a panic. So they jam their throttles open and go whoosh past your head. Later, this footage will be played backwards as an excuse for why the tower collapsed. But we all know it was an inside job.
How far down is it from where we are?
Let's say it is of a sufficient distance that you could land, but winded.
I suppose I'm seeing your jetpacks for the first time.
Yeah.
I've got my squirrel suit on, and I just look them up and down and say, "How much did you pay for those?"
Don't ask. I'm hoping to get a good second-hand price myself.
Right. Well, maybe you should go first, because what I don't want is to go first and then you follow, but then your jetpack just cuts out halfway through and you fall on top of me.
It's not going to. It's made in Britain. It's going to be as solid as sort of like Yorkshire puds and stodgy food.
Right, but this is an Italian lift.
I'll go first.
Go on, be my guest. You go first.
Full confidence in my jetpack.
I'll fall gracefully after you.
Okay.
Or with style.
Also, I do remind you that to operate an Italian elevator, you have to press it like this.
Oh, yeah, right.
And point it if you want to go up or down.
Absolutely.
True story.
You're just trying to get in before the GM, aren't you?
True story.
Any joke he cracks about Italy is one I can't. Right, so you're trying to use this jetpack. Now, I presume, because you haven't mentioned it, between the time you purchased this and the time you're using this, you therefore have not read the manual.
No. I was hoping it would be relatively simple. Go, stop, up, down.
Okay.
Dude, it's crazy kiosk. Of course, there's a bloody manual.
And because you haven't read the manual, you also haven't done things like, removed the cellophane, taken out the things that are plugging all the various
security
holes
tag.
And so forth. Yeah, all of that lot. There's things that prevents it from going off in transit. So you jump. Could you please make a reflexes plus mechtronics roll, please?
Reflexes. Oh, okay, so that's easy. It's
Is
just
that all of us?
Nice.
Becky? Is that all of us?
This is Dirk Vanguard who went first. The rest of you will be able to see that you need to remove the plugs that prevent the rocket from firing.
I just want to say, you're talking to 4 men about something technical. Of course, we haven't read the manual.
No.
We don't do manuals.
I failed by 3.
Manuals are
Failed
gender
by 3.
Hmm.
It is 3 seconds after landing that you manage to extract the plug from the nozzle that allows the jetpack to operate now that it's no longer in transit. Could you please take D12 hit points?
D12.
Ooh.
Dice
You
head,
get to roll D12 for once. That's new.
It is new.
Yeah, it's an underused dice.
It is.
Oh my
I
God,
love
that's
D12s.
Ouch.
Nice. That's fine. You'll be fine.
I mean,
Only time I roll high.
yeah.
It's a nice one for a ginger monster. Manuals are gender locked.
Yeah, so she's just commenting on.
That's what Ronnie said, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I heard your joke, but I hadn't seen that comment until just now. It literally just dropped in, so I didn't realise the connection. I apologise for woman-splaining the joke.
Well, you know.
Right, the rest of you can see that you need to remove the security plug whilst Dirk Vanguard launches himself 9 inches into the air, having just landed. And removed the plug.
Italian lifts.
What lifts? You're going down on jetpacks. Well, he is.
No, I'm shouting down at him. Italian lifts. Reiterating what I said earlier. I've confused Becky and broken her, apparently.
Only on the grounds that you aren't in a lift, but yes.
Well, he just went down the lift shaft, or like.
Oh, he went down the atrium.
Yeah.
The lift shaft is adjacent.
Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Yeah.
The lift doesn't actually go where we're going, does it?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
Details. It's a big hole that we just blown
It is.
into.
It could arguably be called a lift shaft if the lift elevator itself is an aeroplane.
Yes. There we go.
We all agree. So, Carlo Seto, Carl Resnick, you will land no problem with your jetpacks. Now, Bitrate, I understand you don't have a jetpack, but you do have a skydiving wingsuit thing.
Yes, which worked just fine the last time I used it.
Now, is there something in the description for that for a particular roll you have to make?
Yes, but I can't remember where it is. I can't even remember what it's technically called. It's not a stealth suit. I should probably look at my things, shouldn't I? Drop suit, page 50. That's the one. Agility plus athletics.
You know what I'm going to ask for?
Beg pardon?
You know what I'm going to ask for?
Something completely unrelated. I don't know. Agility plus athletics. What have I even got? No. Okay. I'd like to spend a conviction point. You get +4, right?
Either +4 or a reroll.
I'll go +4 because then I'll make it.
Okay. So you land gracefully right next to Dirk Vanguard, who's going, ankle. Oh. You know what it's like when you click your ankle and then every step you take hurts and you just kind of want to click it back and it won't?
This cost me 700 credits.
Oh, thanks for that. Can you just check it out? Make sure it's not scratched.
You have landed in the aeroplane park. Down here are 2 aeroplanes and some exit doors. So it appears that the aeroplane park here is actually quite large. It's possibly for both buildings because this complex underground is bigger than the tower is above ground.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a door off to the side. The whole thing kind of though reeks of this isn't like a main entrance. This is an underground lab. It's not like they've got a fancy door. It's just like a rubbishy looking exterior door type thing. It's a bit weathered and beaten up and stuff. And there's no kind of names above it or anything. Just some tired paint that really needs refreshing.
Okay, so we can't find a secret lab written anywhere.
It's not written on the door, no.
Oh, fuck.
I suppose we've got to go over to the door and at least is like a keypad or a card swipe or something, or is this considered?
No, there's no key lock, no keypad.
You could just knock.
You're gonna
this must
knock.
be from
No, of course not.
20th century or something.
Just try to open it, I suppose.
You try the door handle, and the door opens with a loud creaking sound, like something out of a horror movie, Hammer horror specifically.
This is the only door here.
It's the only door in the car park area, yeah.
Okay.
But the car park, as I say, is, well, aeroplane park rather. It is quite large. It looks like it could fit quite a lot of aeroplanes down here.
Okay.
You say there's two down here. Are they the same sort of one-seater silly things we saw before?
Yes. Yes, they are. They have Fiat badges, though.
Of course they do.
So one of them's on bricks. You are presented with what looks like the kind of corridor you'd get in a multi-story car park. It even kind of smells a bit chlorine and piss. And off of this corridor are a number of doors.
Okay.
And they have little plaques on them. Okay. They are that room, breakout room, lab, office, and server room.
Hey, Harry.
I mean, we are looking for a secret lab, so we might as well go into the lab door.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, we don't actually know until our BF starts talking to us again.
I mean, I'm just wondering if there's a way we could check the doors before we go through them.
There's also one thing I want to remind you all of, in that I believe I saw the receptionist on hold to the police, so we don't necessarily have that much time, unless we cut the power. They can't
tell the police that there's a secret lab, surely.
That's not their priority, no. They'll probably say that 4 guys jumped down into an atrium hole after blowing it up.
To be fair, no one actually knows we blew it up.
That we know.
Well, I didn't know I blew it up because I was watching from afar, but you were very much right there and then.
No, I wasn't.
Proximity does not automatically state guilt.
I like it.
We could have been innocently nearby.
If push comes to shove, we could claim we're trying to capture the people who did blow it up.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Point is, I think we should check the server room at least.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, so you go up to the door. It's a solid door, wood, brown paint, tired and old paint, and it doesn't have a window of any kind to look through. It just have server room written on it on a plaque, and a door handle, and that is it. As you go up to the door, as you're all approaching it, and this is the last one, so it's a little bit down the corridor. The door that you entered by, the exterior door to the aeroplane park, closes. Click. And And presumably you're going to open the server room door. I thought I had...
Well, we were until you said it, and until you said it in that sort of slightly ominous tone.
I was just looking for the right picture, you see, because I've prepared pictures with
Good God, we're in trouble.
with what is the AI art thing.
Actually, I think if you do get into the server room, we should also see if there's any sort of like security feed. We can check out the rest of the area as well.
Well, this is what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
The kind of security feed that shows us blowing it up, we can get rid of that.
Yeah.
That's a good move, right?
Now you're getting what I'm thinking. Okay.
Here is the server room, racks and racks of equipment that all kind of looks the same.
Kind of.
No,
To some of us.
there's
hopefully
no,
not the expert hacker.
there's no interfaces particularly, no screens, no keyboards, no input devices, just racks and racks of machinery with cooling vents and a lot of wires.
Oh, I have got.
They all got to lead somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only good for blowing this thing up. I am of no other use in here.
I've got hacking skill. I can do that.
You need an interface to use, though.
Is my PDA any good?
You look for wireless connections, maybe?
Well, I'm just checking what I've got. No, that's all I've got.
I mean, these are computers, racks of computers. They do have connection ports, but nothing is connected other than the network cables and the power and cooling fans.
Well, I mean, I've got a PDA. I've got hacking software, basic hacking software. So is that hopefully loaded on my PDA?
Mm-hmm.
I'll try and find a wireless connection and hack in.
Okay.
Do we have to list every one? Or?
Well, if you're going wireless, you just got to scan to see what you can connect to first. So make an intelligence plus computers and AI roll.
Computers and AI.
Again, is it 2d10s that we roll for?
Yes.
And
let me know if it's a double.
Yes.
It's not a double, but I rolled a 12 and I needed a 15, so I passed.
Okay. It takes you some time. So while he's doing that, what are the rest of you going to do?
I am guarding the door so that if anyone tries to come and find us some more, I'd ask them nicely not to, with a rifle in my hand.
I'm looking at whether there's a central switch or something for these cooling fans.
Yeah, there's a breaker in the room. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good for later on. Let's corrupt all the data. Turn the fucking fans off.
Orientation-wise, this corridor is pointed towards the other tower, or is it like?
Okay. How can I draw something? I've got XSplit open.
Share paint screen.
Yes. Are you ready for the dodgiest attack map ever?
Bring it.
Okay, so get my notes off the screen and.
Will they still be better than mine?
Oh, I think I can make it look awful. Right. So here's a tower. Here's another tower.
Mm-hmm.
This is the car park. Sorry, aeroplane park. Okay. This is the one with the atrium hole in it somewhere. A couple of supporting pillars, I guess, so that we can do a matrix shootout later if we want to.
Yeah.
And a little door. Then there's this corridor.
Okay, so
and the server room
perpendicular.
is... Oh, I've got to have room for all of these things. I should have moved this. Hang on. I've drawn it in a bad spot. As you can see, very professional.
Absolutely.
So the server room's at the end of the corridor, and we'll make it like this.
If I can say, I'm a little bit disappointed because this is not a dick shaped enough.
What have you done?
I'm sorry, I was enjoying the Etch-a-Sketch. Nostalgia of
better.
that.
Thank you very much.
Oh, balls.
Literally. That's what I'm talking about.
So the server room is like this. I just laughed and knocked it out. Oh well, it's got a little infection. STD.
Oh no.
Which rather leads to the question: is there somewhere in here with a knob we can pull?
Anyway, for some reason the bat room is calling to me, but I feel like I should maybe check the secret lab, or the lab, in case it is the actual secret lab, or if it's just a lab.
Yeah, I just wanted to go to the lab, but then the GM told us, "Oh, so you're going to the server room?"
Well, no, that was because
that was
bitrate led you to the server room.
Okay, I'm coming with you to the lab then.
Okay, I start unfolding my bow sword and kind of hoist it down there.
What kind of rifle do I have? I don't recall.
Well, you've all got Black Cougars. I don't know if I think you got some tactical firearms or something, didn't you?
Oh, yes. I do have a machine gun AMS.
Jesus.
Yes.
Okay, so whilst Dirk is hacking the computers, Carlo is on watch. Bitrate is going to the lab. Kyle, what are you doing?
Well, I was. Now that I've seen where the breaker is, I'm going to follow Bitrate to the lab.
Yeah. So the breaker, just for clarity, is just. Oh, hang on. I'm going to draw it. Just here.
That's a good tip.
You're really flicking the switch.
Absolutely. Come one, come all.
So let me see. The lab is going to be.
Shall we see what's on the
slab? I'll
slab?
draw it here first. If I could just get that back to being on screen.
Well, I see you shivering with anticipation.
Precisely.
Wait a minute. I've done this terribly wrong, haven't I?
Is it hidden behind one of the balls?
I think what we have to do is we have to make it look like hair somehow.
Or a swelling. or a vein.
Fuck.
Oh, I see. It's the pubes behind, I suppose.
Yeah,
it's just a lesson, Giorgio, not to challenge the GM.
Don't. You see, we learned this the hard way. Don't give the GM. Don't give the GM.
To be completely honest, I could not be happier. To be honest, I was promised dick jokes when I joined this campaign.
All right, so you enter the lab. So there's a couple of things for me to just sort of go over here. First of all, you've got this lovely red floor and these rows and rows of these tables with some implements on them that look quite brutal. Now, as you kind of go around the room, it turns out that the red floor has a few spaces where it isn't red, and there's some racks of computers here. And then as you keep going, looking around the room, There's some more patchiness to the red for some reason. It almost looks a bit splatty, and some testing rigs around here, and this freezer randomly with some samples in it, and also in this room. If I just load up over-sexualized doctor.png, is this lady here. Now, she sees you enter the room because she's working in the room, and let's have to check my notes. You know what? I didn't actually bother giving her a name, so that was a bit stupid of me.
Well, over-sexualized doctor, right?
She looks at you and she goes, "Oh, hello. How are you? Are you here to rob me?"
Is she talking in Italian or English, by the way?
She's talking in English, but with a very dodgy Italian accent, it seems.
Okay.
Can we just ask our resident New Yorker, on a scale of 1 to 10, how dodgy was that accent?
Was there an accent?
Yes, she does have an Italian accent. She sounds like
Okay.
a native to Bologna Regis.
Oh wow.
On a more serious question, as we're walking across the floor, is it quite sticky? I'm just thinking.
It's blood.
Yeah, well, I was thinking it was either blood or paint, and they've just done a really bad
Nice.
paint job.
There's a freezer. It's going to be blood.
Yeah.
I mean, I assumed the stains was the white part, so I immediately thought of what could be white and staining a red floor.
No, you just have dicks on your mind.
Georgia's going for your crown tonight, Becky.
No, it's unfortunately the other way around.
Oh
Yeah.
fuck! Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
the white bits.
By the way, I'm not there, so I'm not interacting with this dodgy Italian doctor.
I'm trying to remember what the Avatar said about this place.
But it might have information as to who we are and why we were here. And
perhaps you'll remember in a flash.
It seems like your floors need more rubbing. There's blood all over them.
I do like a good rub.
do not make breast jokes, Ron. Do not make breast jokes.
Well, we're not in Brest. We're in Italy.
Just had to get that off your chest, didn't you?
Yep.
Says who, Ronnie?
just maybe feel a right tit. I mean, it's just.
So what are you doing in my lab?
Oh, this is your lab.
God, that's even raised by my standards.
That's there. That's there.
Yep. The struggle is real. What was I going to say? Why are you down here? You know, there's been a big explosion on the ground floor.
I was hired to work here.
Well, we're trying to evacuate people in case the structure collapses completely.
Toilets by the other side of the car park.
No, we have come down here to evacuate you.
I do not need the loo.
You need to get the fuck out of here.
Maybe she's deaf from the explosion. I don't know sign
Yes,
language.
I fuck.
I knew that was gonna happen the moment I said it.
we could just pick her up and take her to
yes,
the toilet.
you could pick me up.
Oh, you heard that one? Okay.
I charge.
I'm so confused.
I'm right there with you.
I poke my head back out of the door and say, Carlo, is there some sort of special dialect that Bologna Regis people use? Or something? We might need your help. The deadpan face.
Come this way,
mentally
Carlo.
block the session out.
Yeah. I think he is.
Okay, if you were talking to me, the audio went out.
Yes.
I am so sorry.
It was interesting to
Because
watch you.
I heard talking and then I said, okay, I'm not in the conversation. Then I hear nothing, but it took me a while to realize.
Everyone's looking at you.
It was interesting to watch. It was interesting to watch your lack of reaction.
Yes. I am so sorry.
Although it has just dawned on me. Does your character even speak Italian?
Yes. Yes. I do believe I do. I chose
Oh,
them
okay,
as a
cool.
language.
Would you like me to repeat that?
Yeah, basically.
No, I don't speak Italian apparently because I don't have it in my character sheet.
Balls. Okay, never mind.
Basically, Bitrate was asking you to come into the lab because we were dealing with a bit of a communication issue.
Well, since none of us
I heard
can
that one, and
Italian,
then my brain just farted because the Italian
you were
accent
method
was too much
acting.
to handle.
You were method acting.
Yes.
In what I think I'll do.
I'm not actually there, so.
No. But I did poke my head out into the corridor to shout for you.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I was just fantasizing about something else. I was not hearing that we are in some sort of simulation of breaking and entering. Yeah, how could I help you?
Stop thinking about dicks for 1 second. Can you escort this lady to the toilet, please?
I do not need her to go to the toilet. I don't have to evacuate her right now.
You heard the lady?
But if you pay me enough money, I could ejaculate.
Okay. Bitrate. I don't have
Okay.
money to
When you say that you work down here, what is it you actually do?
I was hired as a doctor in this laboratory.
Okay, to do what?
I don't know. My last job was an OnlyFans.
That okay. So whose blood is this? Is this yours?
No. Oh, but it would make a good green screen substitute. Will you pose with me? I take a selfie.
No,
Sure.
Okay,
It's because of my hair, isn't it? You like the hair.
She strips her clothes off and she says, come here
right,
against
okay.
the blood. You, man with the big gun, could you take the picture?
I thought it was a selfie.
Yes, of course. Definitely.
With you, yes. And
Okay.
so she's posing, kind of leaning up against you, so you're kind of there looking all strong and macho, I presume. And she's sort of being all kind of sexily clad to you.
Okay, Bitrate, you could smile a little.
No, that will ruin it. It needs to be all brooding.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know how to do OnlyFans. I'm sorry.
Okay, and now you take the camera.
Thank you. I'm camera shy. I cannot do that.
Wait. How do you know my name is Bitrate?
He just called you Bitrate.
But
yes,
he literally just said it.
Okay.
He might think I was Carl or something when you called him in. Carlo, come here. I make a special pose for you.
Oh no, thank you very much. Again,
I
I'm
use all
camera shy.
fours. No, you can't be camera shy.
No, not all fours, please. There's blood
You could be
everywhere.
stood
Not all
behind
fours.
me, looking strong.
At this point, I'm just
None.
gonna turn to Carlo and say, "At least you've been fucking asked."
I'm getting to you. I don't know your name yet. I need to at least know your name.
No, I'm feeling more at ease being behind the camera.
Don't
I'm a
be
little bit of a
shy.
voyeur myself.
Just pretend
No,
that
no,
she's the
thank you.
camera.
Get behind her. Yeah, she's perfectly good camera,
Well,
especially if she's going for slightly more than tripod.
while you're doing that, by the way, since I've kind of hopefully had my turn, I'm gonna check out the freezer.
Okay.
Yeah, please. I'll keep this woman
Busy.
She is
occupied.
very insistent.
I'll take the picture. Here, give me the phone. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Okay.
I start pausing.
She
At,
provocatively poses in front of you.
More
Mhm.
angry. Come on, more angry. More. Right. Bit more of a
Okay.
wavy hair there. Come on.
But then Carl, then she asks to swap with you. So she gets a picture with you. Whilst you're sorting all that out, right, you go over to the freezer.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that in this freezer is a hand.
Okay.
The hand is not quite Caucasian, but it's not dark either.
Okay.
But it's definitely necrotic.
Okay. Maybe a long shot, but are there still any prints on it? On the fingers?
It's got fingers.
Yeah, but you said it was necrotic, so I wasn't sure if that part had like rotted away or anything.
I see what you mean. No, it's so the freezer and whatever gels are in here, whatever, are keeping it sort of okay. But you can see it's like some of the skin is dead near the where it's been cut.
Right.
From
Okay.
the hand.
Any kind of like mark or jewelry on the hand at all?
Could you make me an intelligence plus medicine roll, please?
Didn't I just needed medicine to look at a hand because I haven't got any medicine.
Just want to see if you pick up on a detail. Is all.
If I spend a conviction point, I will. Okay, I made it by 1.
Okay. You notice as you're looking at this hand, presumably you've picked it up to look at it, yeah?
Yeah.
The chip that every person is injected with at birth as your serial number tracks your finances, who you are, your licenses, your rank points, and so on. The chip has been removed. This is the chip hand, and you can see the cavity where it was installed.
Can I gauge if it was done carefully or, crudely? It was done carefully. Okay. Would I be able to not necessarily just take a photo, but I want to capture the fingerprints somehow so I can look them up later or try and, find them on a database or something?
Okay, well, you can quite easily get some paper for the printer. Use the blood on the floor as ink.
Yeah, just do it that way. Yeah, good idea.
Yeah. Okay,
so I'm...
What I meant to ask Becky, just briefly, the blood is only in this lab because we didn't find that in the server room, right?
There was no blood in the server room.
Nor in the corridor, and no bodies are found in the lab.
There's no bodies in the lab, just the equipment I described. No. No, none in the corridor.
Fuck.
Now, where is Dirk?
Now I know for sure nobody mentioned him.
Yeah.
Told you.
I'm pointing the rifle at this doctor.
I want a picture with the Dirk.
Nobody mentioned his name, though.
I know.
Yeah, at this point, I'm
Doesn't
bringing.
mean I don't know who you are.
At this point, I'm bringing out the cougar. You have us at a distinct disadvantage, then.
Not really. I'm a naked.
Yes. You seem to know who we are. We don't. Please enlighten us.
And you've been taking pictures of
Oh, you
us.
can know who I am. That's no problem. I'm Bubbly Boobies 73.
What? You're a robot?
No,
That's a
that is
username
my
on OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Oh, bubbly boobies.
Also, I do appreciate that your idea of Italian accent is speaking like Super Mario.
Yeah.
I do appreciate that so much.
And
All Italians in
Bubbly
this will be
Boobies,
speaking like Super
73.
Mario.
I'm appreciating the fact that this live near naked woman near to me is not Kylie Minogue. So I'm quite happy with that.
What are you
is
planning to
73 your age?
No, I'm the 73rd, the Bubbly Boobies. It's a franchise.
Oh, like Suicide Girls back in the day.
So, who do you plan to sell our photos to?
Nobody.
How do you
I
know
work for the
us?
lab now.
Yes. How do you know us?
Of course I know you. Dr.
Yes,
Seuss, he
from-
always talks about you.
Who's Dr. Seuss?
Children's book
Dr.
author.
Seuss.
Saw that coming. Tell us about this Dr. Zeus. Who knows us?
Is it
He wrote
Zeus
some
or
books.
Zeus?
Is that why
Yeah, I
never
do
read
believe it's
them.
that too.
is that why I don't like green eggs and spam?
I mean, I don't know about your personal tastes. You seemed keen to get your photo done, so I presume you like a women.
No, that was all you. Also, what's this hand and why has the chip been removed?
You'd have to ask the Dr. Seuss.
Where does he live?
And where can we find this doctor?
I don't know his address.
Is there some record here that will let us find out where he lives
Look,
or works?
I turn up
Exist?
for job interview. I tell him who I am. He says, you look pretty. You come work for me.
Okay. Where was this job interview?
Come to think of it, it wasn't so much an interview as I was shopping in 6.9 while at the period ruined a good time and he was walking past.
How long ago was it?
Oh, that was this morning.
Question, which might prove a bit more fruitful. Those, let's say, torture devices on the table, do they have some sort of brand logo on them?
Yes, Eurasian Medical.
Okay, so can we look up any sort of recent, well, maybe not recent, but transaction records of any local Eurasian medicals to see who bought them?
Okay. I mean, you'd have to requisition the information from the appropriate EI data broker, which you're permitted to do as agents and so forth. So, can you please make me a presence plus corp knowledge roll, and this will be for the phone call that you're making to the EI data brokers now. Meanwhile, Dirk, you've made some progress. You've discovered that one of the servers has an open Bluetooth port, and you're able to use it to blindly fake some mouse movements to do the moves that by forcing the mouse to the bottom left, you know that now the mouse is in the bottom left. So you're able to move a little bit up to hit the start button. And then you kind of guess how far you have to go to hit to the settings. And then guess how far you have to go to hit the control panel. And then guess how far you have to go to find the display control panel in order to then go in and guess how far you have to move it to reroute the display to your PDA. As you can imagine, this is quite difficult and relies a lot on your memory about the default setup of the server software install. So, can I please have intelligence plus assess tech?
Assess tech.
Assess tech, because it's not so much your knowledge of like hacking computers, but just how observant have you been about the operating system and its standard install configuration?
Fell by 2.
Conviction.
But can I use conviction then?
Yeah, you can use a
I'll
conviction
take
to turn that to a
points.
pass. Okay. By some miracle, you've rerouted the display of this server to your PDA. And you now have access to these servers. You've got a mouse input. You haven't got keyboard. Well, presumably now you've got mouse and you can set your keyboard up. And that's not too difficult, so I'm not going to make you roll for it. So once you've got your keyboard set up, you can then start delving into this server and seeing what's in there. When a voice comes on the intercom, says, "Oh, looky here. Some people have come to probe." I wonder what they'll find. Or will they leave quite blind?
Who's there?
You're in my lair, so please pull up a chair.
You're the computer then, are you?
The people who came were quite stupid. And there's no rhyme for that. They're just idiots.
Okay, well, give me 15 or 16 hours. I'm going to have this cracked.
Oh, I wonder if I could make the air vents emit a poison cloud. And I can't think of a rhyme.
That will make your daddy proud?
Loud?
No, I still can't think of one.
Shroud? Poison cloud will be your shroud.
Oh, I've got one. Oh, no, it's not very good.
Like I farted very loud.
Is Insane Computer a default personality or is that an add-on?
This is coming over the intercom, not from the computer.
Okay, are we hearing it? Are we hearing it too?
So this is Dr.
Okay.
Zeus, is it?
Dr. Zeus, I presume.
Bubbly Booblies 73.
Bubbly Boobies 73.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, that is his voice.
Can we hear each other talking as well?
You all have communicators, so speakers they're called, but they're insecure. Just so you know when you use them.
Yeah.
I'll check the office. He's probably down here somewhere. He's probably just next door.
Yeah, it's probably behind a big curtain or something.
Well, other rooms you haven't looked in is the VAT room, breakout room, and the office.
Did it say bat room or vat room?
VAT room.
Oh, it is VAT. Okay. I did mishear you the first time round.
I'm going to check the office, leaving bubbly boobs
Okay.
to be.
You know what that means? We need to get up the special Giorgio map. So the
Yes.
office is. How do we make that look like pubes? Just for Giorgio. This is not the shape of the office that I predicted when I planned this. So it's a very weirdly shaped office, I'm sorry to say.
Well, obviously designed by Dr. Zeus.
Just have to imagine,
Obviously.
I guess it must be carved into the rock or something. So it's
Yeah.
rather an odd office. We'll just put waiting chairs in each of these alcoves.
That's a big as office.
It's a necessity of the fact that I had to connect them to your scrotum design.
Oh yeah.
Although
Had
to
to.
be fair, the picture now looks like a lighthouse on one of the weirdest rock formations ever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you saw the picture of the server room. You can see the size of the server room on the map. And you've got this office. It must be just football fields of office.
Someone
my
had to
defense,
compensate.
This is not how I was planning it.
No. For once, you're completely innocent.
You can
First
come
and
at me
last
all
time.
you want, but now we are facing greatness. So I am not sorry.
So you enter the office. As you walk in, it's got plush, thick, carpeted floor, and weirdly, strangely shaped walls carved into bedrock with little chairs in them.
That's weird.
With a little table and little magazines to read while you're waiting. And as you go around the cube walls, there's a desk at the end of the office with some notes on and in trays, all that kind of stuff, a dirty coffee mug. And critically behind the desk, as well as a chair, behind the desk is what looks like a toilet cubicle door. It says engaged. Now, to give you an idea of the original intended vibe of this room, I did kind of like, I mean, this is all having to change, you understand, because like I can't easily regenerate this stuff during the middle of a set. That was what it was meant to look like before Giorgio got involved.
Very professional. Yeah. The way you've described it now, it sounds like a James Bond's villain's lair or something.
I think
Again,
it's
Becky,
it's
I am not
improved.
sorry. I am not sorry.
So yeah, and with that, I think we'll take a short break.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
See you in 5. Oh.
Munch, munch. What is that? Oh, orange. Uh-huh.
Just saying to Fiona there about that line about New York at the start there. that was a corker.
Mm.
That was a corker. My hat off to you for that one. That was absolutely.
I thought last week's was pretty damn good as well. The reason why we don't speak Italian. Sorry, the reason why we don't speak German, an Italian citizen. God knows what I'll come up with next week.
You may. Double yawn. I made my roll, by the way, by 1.
Oh, for the data on who purchased the things.
Mm-hmm. Making a phone call.
Indeed. So welcome back, Giorgio. Let's get the second half ticker active.
Yay.
So you get your results through on your phone call then, bitrate. It's got a different invoice address to delivery address. The delivery address is to Dr. Seuss's secret laboratory, and it's this address.
Mm-hmm.
The invoice address is Mario.
Is that far from here?
Yeah, it's the address you already have for Mario. Was it the shrine to the fallen Madonna like a virgin or something?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay.
So I think it was fallen Madonna, was it? It was just I forget the name. It was a Bologna landmark I rebranded as a shrine to actual Madonna.
How do you know Mario, Dr. Zeus?
I see you found my secret lair, in which you will... Oh, I'm so rubbish at rhyming. But now you're at my door of... No. Now you're...
I mean,
you
it's not
found
particularly...
my secure room with the door of doom, the password for which you must have, or oh God, I wish I was better with words.
There's like blood all over this room, and I believe your hand is in the fridge or freezer.
Yeah.
How little you know, and soon you will
Well,
go.
same with you. You don't have to rhyme, apparently.
As Juja Monster said, I was trying to tell Dr. Seuss to ask ChatGPT for rhymes.
So yeah, I guess I start also looking around for a big curtain or secluded door where I'm assuming he's standing behind.
So you're in the office at the moment.
I'm in the lab.
Presumably, you're in the lab.
Yeah,
I am in the office.
Carlo is in the office, and there's what looks like a toilet door near the back of the office.
Yep.
And it says engaged.
I knock on the door.
Go away!
Oh, come on, hurry up already.
The odor of doom will soon go boom unless you have the password, which
legume
you
broom
word need.
Tomb.
Doom.
Vacuum.
Gloom. I already said broom.
Moom.
Uh,
You found him yet?
I am not really sure how rhymes work in English, but does moon rhyme? No, it doesn't.
Debatable.
What? Ha ha ha! You will never guess my password. It is too secure for you nerd.
Is the password secure?
Ha 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 ha! The odor of doom will soon go boom.
Are you in a bathroom or something?
Is it sounding a bit echoey?
Yeah, what's the reverb like?
Is your password password?
Ha ha ha!
Oh,
Is
he's
it
put fives
admin?
in. He's put fives in his S's.
Leet speak.
Are there some drawers in the desk in the
So,
office?
rummaging through
Some post-it
his
notes.
notes, there's not an awful lot in here because he seems to put most of it in the computer. But what he has looks like sketches of circuitry, little pieces of circuit diagrams, but not the whole thing. So it's obviously where he's working things out. Some is crossed out. Like there's an overflowing bin full of scrunched up papers, and all of them have like little bits of circuitry and crumpled up and thrown away. So he's obviously working on some kind of electronics thing. Dirk, you are continuing to make progress, but I need you to make a. It's going to be a regular intelligence plus computers and AI roll.
Okay. Okay, so that's 14, which is a pass by 1.
Okay, you found 2 really large files: sy.circuit.png and ei.circuit.png, but they are absolutely gigantic files. Like they ain't gonna fit on your thing. And it's at that moment that you get a phone call, and the moment the phone starts ringing, this foul odor starts filling the air.
Oh, okay. Can I take my PDA and answer the call as I leave the server room for the corridor?
So you're disconnecting your PDA from the Bluetooth?
I thought we were wireless.
Yeah, you went in via Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So it's got quite a limited range. If you leave the server room, you're not going to be in range, but you're definitely picking up a foul odor as your phone's ringing.
Don't we have or maybe we don't.
Like
maybe
a
you have to
respirator.
Yeah, respirators. I've got a respirator. I couldn't remember if we got that for free or if you have to buy it.
No, I didn't buy one.
Well. Or her boobies.
Okay, I'm gonna have to leave the server room.
Mm-hmm. So you lose your connection to the server. However, the odor seems to follow you, and you answer the phone, presumably.
Yes.
As you do so, stench really hits, and it's a familiar voice of a Louvetar.
Oh, a Louvetar.
You found the data. Oh no, you lost connection, you idiot! And she hangs up. And the moment she hangs up, the stench starts going away.
That's a bit strange. I didn't know the phone had smell-o-vision.
It doesn't.
Oh, in that case, then I'll go back in.
It
should be quicker this time. I will know how to get into it.
Okay, you start trying to reconnect the Bluetooth. That's going to be another roll. Meanwhile, Kyle, I haven't heard from you in a while. What are you up to? I presume you've been busying some time with Bubbly Boobies 73, have you? Oh no, my cinema card is full. Too many images.
Not on company time. I'm still. I'm going to be looking through drawers as well. I'm hoping Dr. Zeus is one of these people who actually writes down his bloody password on a pad or something.
Okay, what room are you in?
I'm still in the lab, actually.
Okay, going through the lab. There's obviously all this analysis machinery. There's a bank of computers, if you recall, and then there's the tables with the tools on and so forth. Rummaging through it without looking at the computers, I mean that's like a whole thing that is probably best left to Dirk. But you find a chip in one of the analysis machines. Now, the question is how much you know about this kind of technology. So let's have, I guess, it's going to be assess tech and probably intelligence.
Okay. Made it by 6.
Okay, you analyze this, you look at it, and you realize that this was a standard chip, but it's had a modification done to it. You can see where it's had, like, after the manufacturer by the. So, just so you know, all the chips that are made, they're actually made in a factory that is run by a super intelligence that works for the UIG, so an artificial super intelligence that was discovered on the planet Venus, and nothing to do with our previous plot lines, although various super intelligences are related to it.
Bodacious.
So it was manufactured initially there, but it's been remanufactured on an industrial scale by someone else.
It's a hooky chip. Ooh. Need to find a place to read it.
You have a chip reader.
I need to find a chip reader to read. Yeah, put it in the chip reader.
Okay. It comes up with the name, or let's have a very Japanese name. God, I can't think of any first names at the moment for some reason.
Toshiro
Nakajima, who is I better write that down because I'm probably going to have to remember, aren't I? Toshiro Nakajima. Toshiro Nakajima is an agent for the Shiyukiro. They are, let's say, rank 3. They have a bucket ton of licenses.
Interesting. I'm going to keep that chip.
As you go to pocket it, you accidentally drop it. Pick it back up.
Yes.
And your chip reader reads it as someone else.
Did you get blood on it or something?
No, I think this is very interesting tech indeed. I think this allows for multiple identities.
It now reads as Tiny Tang, who is a Asian agent who is rank 2.
Right. Pocket the damn thing this time. Properly. Carefully. Safely. I'm now going to look at the computers.
Okay. Make an intelligence plus computers roll. Dirk, you've reconnected. You see the files.
There they are.
Mhm.
Waiting for my phone to call.
Please hold.
Got the phone on, ready for brilliant.
The odour begins. Your phone rings.
Lumital, I presume.
The stench hits.
Oh.
Better. Get me that data.
I have nothing to download it on at the moment. I'm going to have to try and find something in the lab, maybe, or the office.
If you could hear somebody shaking their head and tutting.
Unless we could, unless I can locate the rack, we just take the whole server out.
Yes, get its drives.
Okay, so I'll start looking at what rack it's in.
Okay. It's not actually too hard because it's the only one with the Bluetooth light on.
That's helpful.
Okay, we found it. I'll
Okay.
get my toolkit out and start taking the front off.
All right, you begin that work. Meanwhile, Carlo, we've not heard from you for a while. You're going through the desk still looking for any other clue to what this password might be.
And waiting for the bathroom door to open.
It does not open.
Just give me a sec. I finish looking through the desk and then I'm kicking it down.
You try to kick it down. Make me a strength plus athletics roll, and I don't care about the result. You fail.
Okay. That's an 11, and I got a total of 9.
Okay. Do you feel like that, had a chance of success now? Because it didn't.
Okay.
It's a safe room door. Just looks like a toilet door, weirdly.
Yeah, I don't see any point in shooting it.
Yeah, no.
The bullets may bounce right off.
You'd need more explosives to open that door than the ceiling would withstand.
Amazing. Yes, thank you, Ginger Monster. Thank you.
Bitrate, what are you up to?
Yeah, I think I'm going to. I mean, it's a long shot, but I kind of head towards the door, but I ask, what the fuck is she called? Bubbly Booby 73, if she happens to know the password, or if it's maybe on her boobs or something.
All I know is that getting paid more than my OnlyFans. All I have to do is stand in this room until my shift ends.
This is when we find out that our measurements are the password.
So I tell her my shift ends.
Until my shift ends.
Oh, okay.
Do you not understand English?
No.
That's
okay.
okay. I'll fuck you anyway.
No.
If you're
okay.
paying.
What's the correlation?
Right. What rooms haven't we gone in? We haven't gone in the vat room. We haven't gone in
Breakout room.
the breakout
vat
room.
And yeah, just those two.
Just those two. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm done in the office room and nothing is to be found at the desk, I'll try and look at one of those.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to go
so
to the vat room.
With Bitrate. So Carlo and Bitrate, you're heading to the vat room, yeah?
Did you find anything?
Nah, just some projects of circuits, but I don't think they found the right picture because they were all crossed out, scrambled, and then tossed in the bin.
Okay. Did you find any bathrooms?
Yes, there's no way to open the door.
What do you mean there's no way to open it? It's a bathroom door.
Yes, but actually no. Looks like it. It's not it.
Uh-huh.
Did you fuck bubbly boobs?
No, I didn't fuck Bubbly Boob
Oh,
73.
boring.
Well, why don't
By
we
the way,
check out this vat room? Because it might be chock full of sulfuric acid or something. Maybe we can get this bathroom door open that way. Because it sounds
hopefully.
like that's where this doctor is hiding, because he keeps talking about odors. Unless
Yeah.
he's, I don't know, in a room full of deodorants.
And what about Dirk?
Dirk is he's found a chip that seems to be a bit kooky and have multiple identities on. So we're keeping that. Also, it seems like Mario knows Dr. Zeus very, very well and has supplied him with his torch devices.
Mario, you mean the one that allegedly fucked?
Mhm.
Okay. Yes. Let's see what the vat room holds for us,
Okay.
and
Okay.
then we might take a plane to get out of here.
You go
If you're done.
into the vat room, and I don't think I've. Oh, I was. Yeah, I've tried desperately to generate an image of this one. It was a complete failure. So you go into this room. It is a room with pipes and steam vents and
Mhm.
those like circular valve things
Clogs.
on the vents and pipes.
Fans.
Yeah, we'll throw some fans in there, some extraction fans turning
Yeah.
slowly, creating a nice lighting effect as it spins, passing a light above it. And in this room is a tall cylinder, looks a bit like a Star Wars BAFTA tank.
Yeah,
And there
yeah.
is a person inside missing a hand. The person looks Asian in nature. And has a very angry expression on their face, but they're frozen in time. And then there's a big flashing button on the console.
Is I'm assuming they're like suspended in a liquid, are they?
Yeah, looks like. Well, it looks. It's a green tint to you.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
could be a liquid or something, but everything looks frozen in time. And this
Yeah.
person's like,
Okay. I shout back to Kyle. Give me, do a thing. Of course, I've got sneak. Kyle, can you give me those two names that you got from that chip?
Yeah, hand off the names.
Sura Nakajima and Tiny Tang.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully
Also,
you'll respond to one of them.
Near to the flashy buttons is anything written, or is just flashing?
It's just a flashing button.
Okay, I'm gonna draw my sword just in case. He obviously doesn't look very happy with whoever put him in there. Can you push the button when I give the signal, Carlo?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what buttons does, but I know how to press them.
Well, hopefully it'll turn or melt him or whatever it is he's stuck in.
Or they may slice and dice him like a kitchen appliance.
I mean,
we'll see. I'll wait for your signal. What's your signal? Push the button.
push the button.
Pineapple. Okay.
Yes, all right, pineapple.
Okay.
Well, melon, technically. Melon.
Okay. And then I press the button.
Yeah.
Not that I recall Ginger Monster, so if I tied it into something, then I've totally missed it myself. Anyway, you press the button, The green turns out it is a liquid, starts to dissipate, and as it does so, the bits that are funneling out of this vat become unfrozen in time. And so the first thing you see is these eyes going, looking angry at you, looking between the two of you and being really angry, and then the face, and you get the distinct sense that they're swearing at you as the mouth is revealed. And as it goes further and further down, eventually the arms are released and it starts punching at the vat, like plexiglass, whatever it is, really violently, even though he's got just a stump here. It's just pummeling it really hard. Looks like it's actually drawing more and more blood from his wrist as he's doing so, but he's continually attacking and shouting something, but you can't really hear anything.
Okay. No, I was gonna say that I was to be when I was to go full racist, assume he is Japanese, and tell him in Japanese to chill the fuck out. Hoping it is indeed Japanese.
Okay, but he also can't hear you, so
yeah, of course.
But if he's an agent, does he not have an internal communication thingamabobby?
A sneaker? Possibly, but I should point out is also naked. Actually, for classic racist stereotype's sake, we'll give him some sumo wrestler pants.
Wow.
Gotta give the character his decency, cover him up a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, I flash my badge or like my ID at him.
He gives you some fingers and continues to hit the plexiglass. Now that his waist is free, he's actually trying to throw his whole top body against it, but his legs are still frozen in time.
Do I think that my side blade will be able to break that plexiglass?
I mean, you could just open the catch.
We didn't say that. Fine, I open the catch.
Well, it's still got some frozen stuff in there.
No, I'll wait.
Okay. It slowly drains. Eventually, like he's completely free and he is just attacking the plexiglass with all he can. And then you open the catch, yeah?
Right.
I'm pointing the machine gun at him.
Okay. The moment the catch goes and the door is released, he ducks down with incredible speed and martial accuracy, swinging himself around, trying to take your legs out with a sweeping kick.
Who, me or Carl, sorry?
Both of you, actually. He has a damn good go. However, I strongly suspect he's failed because he didn't roll terribly well. So, how do you react? Oh, he also screams racist Eurasian scum in Japanese.
Okay, I'd like to warning shot him very close to him, not directly at him.
Okay. Roll to miss.
Roll to miss. Okay. That's perfectly fine. And what I'm going to do, what am I rolling? Is it perception?
Just your attack, and if you hit, you miss, and if you miss, you hit.
Okay.
You're aiming to miss.
Attack. Okay. So I'm rolling the dice. I'm not. Okay.
Yeah, roll two dice underneath. So remember on your weapon sheet, you've got the AT column for attack.
Yes. I got an 18, so I have to roll under to miss it.
Equal or under?
Equal or under. All right. That's a 16. I failed by 2. I missed him by 2. Sorry.
Okay. And what's your rate of fire? So it should be a rate value.
My rate of fire is 1.
Okay, so that 1 is representing an entire burst. Okay, you pass some bullets right by his ear, and he kind of jumps up and starts tapping his ear and screams some obscenities at you. but he's no longer attacking you at this moment in time. He's just kind of hitting his own ear.
I'm speaking in Japanese to him, and I'm saying that, of course, I didn't explode this here clean off. You can keep ranting obscenities, but we are actually here to find what happened to him.
You fucking racist Eurasian dog, pig dog, fuckface, nugget, shit cunt.
Listen, shitting man,
Bollockface.
shitting rice. Chill the fuck out, please. We just saved you.
Dress me in this fucking racist shit.
We didn't dress you, you bitch. Do you have
Fuck
any
is your
memory?
problem, you fucking racist dog wank?
Jesus fucking Christ! You clearly are a knob, aren't you? Clearly. Also, I am part Japanese, so man.
Oh, Half-Blood.
Yeah, fuck off.
You must be Tiny Tang then.
Bitch ass sumo wearing thong, man. Listen, please. We don't know what happened to you. We are trying to figure it out. Okay?
I want my fucking hand back.
That's in the fridge through there, apparently. Kyle, can you bring us that hand in the
I'll be
fridge?
with you in a minute. I'm just
No,
looking-
now.
I'm looking something up in the computer.
We found the rest of the body.
He needs his hands.
Meanwhile, let's go back to Kyle for a moment. Actually, well, yes, so let's go to Kyle. So you've been using the computer, and everything that Dirk put a lot of effort into trying to do, you're able to do very easily because you're at a computer that's not got any security on it at all.
Just for the benefit of clarity, you asked me to make a intelligence computer roll. The good news is I made it by 10.
Oh.
I did roll double 2 though. I don't know
that's
whether
fantastic. A double when you make it is fantastic. So not only do you easily get access to the information, but you're able to export it onto a pen drive that's plugged into the machine.
Excellent. Right. Now that I've done that, I'm going to be UPS delivery and deliver this man a hand. And I'm going to refrain myself to say, well, give this man a hand.
Dirk, you're just finished disassembling the server and you've now got it out of the rack.
Right. If I've got a bag or anything, I'll stuff it in. Otherwise, I'll haul it back out to the.
You've got a jetpack on your back, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll haul it out to the corridor.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
found
it's
the information we got.
Yeah, it's like an oversized desktop, basically. Yeah.
Oh Jesus!
Where's everyone gone?
We're in here.
Christ, is that all blood?
It's
Yes, Dirk, it's blood. Get a grip.
Oh, hello. Hello, can I take a picture with you with the blood as a background so I can use it as a green screen?
She's been
What
waiting.
Is there a naked lady in here?
Yeah, she's being
Have you not
emoting
done
for
anything while
the
I've been working?
hour.
Have you not done anything while I've been working?
Dirk, what the hell are you carrying?
A server. There's information on your Louvetal once.
Oh, you mean the stuff I've got on the flash drive?
You.
I mean, dude.
Mic drop and.
Oh dear.
You are the technology expert, mate.
Come, we take a picture where it looks like you make me come.
Who is she?
And Bubbly Boop
She's
is
our
73.
friend. Exactly.
Oh,
Apparently, she's a doctor.
of.
Yeah, since this morning.
Alch went to a good medical school.
She
People
stripped
warn
off all
you.
her. She stripped off all her clothes before we were able to ascertain what medical discipline she was a doctor in.
Anatomy, obviously.
Certainly, we wished we were anatomy doctors as well. But fun
I was
stuff
just
happening
going
in
to
here.
say she's a chiropractic. But
Oh,
yeah.
come here. We use the blood as a background for green screen.
I would, but these
Quick
shoes are expensive.
photo.
But these shoes are expensive, and there's a lot of blood on the floor.
Take your shoes off. Take all your clothes off. Make a better picture. We could do a money shot.
This is
She
what you've
will
been
be
doing all
going
this
at it.
time.
No, mate.
Will you
She'll be
two get
going
your
at it
asses
for
in here?
ages, though.
I'm in. I've got his hand. Look. One hand. 2 hands. 3 hands. Wahahaha. Just
Everybody gets a hand. Look under your seat. You get an hand. You get an hand. Everybody gets an hand. No, opera. No.
Okay, I assume you're ignoring her.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm going to ignore her. Yeah, I'm going to follow Kyle into the next room because he's wandering around with a hand in his hand.
Yeah. I did my part.
You all arrive in the back room. The person you've decided to call Tiny Tang sees his hand, goes up to Kyle, rather, kind of snatches it off you, and then says, obviously doesn't particularly speak English, but it goes, the preparation H. Preparation.
Yes, I know.
H.
Yes.
If
And I
you
get
need a
some out.
doctor to repair that, there's someone next door you should talk to.
That's no.
So you actually have some compound H, do you?
I believe so. Like we all at least start with some.
No.
I don't think we do.
only if you
No,
bought
we
it.
do have the Medipack. I don't have preparation aid.
Oh
I've
balls!
got no prep H now.
Oh no, I thought that was automatic.
I've
I
got a
mean,
jetpack.
we might as well get a look inside the lab, if there's any.
no, I don't have it either.
The doctor next door will sort you out.
She's a doctor of OnlyFans, by the sounds of it. Maybe she has some lube that's very similar to Compound H. I don't know.
She didn't seem to have much with her when I saw her.
In Japanese, it mutters some various curses and storms off next door with his hand.
You're welcome.
I mean, you
I
might
don't-
keep it warm by shoving it up your ass.
I don't think he's very happy with our level of service.
Yeah, I mean, he's not happy about his life altogether. But
Okay, you hear some noises from next door. It sounds like there's a fight
As in back in the
in the
lab.
lab.
oh
Right,
no,
I've got my cougar out now.
Oh God, she's going to kill
Bubbly
him.
Boobies is getting it.
Yep.
Don't bet on it.
Okay, head out into the lab.
Okay, you
What
go into the
horrors do we
lab.
see?
The Tiny Tang, as you called him, is laying on one of the tables with a blunt instrument protruding from his forehead and connecting him to the slab.
Ooh,
Seriously?
He slipped. Now, can we have the photo, please? Come on, Dirk. You've always been my favorite.
That's understandable.
Also note that nobody told her your name.
Oh, so how does she know my name then?
They all know our names. Oh God, you weren't here. Look, those instruments there, including the one that's in his forehead, they've been bought by Mario. Like Mario bought them. It's on the
For Dr.
invoice
Zeus.
for Dr. Zeus, who we still can't get to. Actually, do you know what? Where's that bathroom?
That is the safe room.
In the
there's all
office.
time,
Unless
all the
you mean
time
an
has to
actual
go.
toilet.
I mean,
There's one in the
Christ,
car
we're right in
park.
the middle of something.
No, but I didn't actually go to the bathroom, so I don't know what it really looks like.
No, it's not a BAFTA tank. That was the suspended animation stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What time does it go to the bathroom? You know we're busy, don't you?
I mean, do we have the information that our friend was looking for?
We have it twice, in fact.
Okay. Does any one of us want to stay here a second longer?
Not especially.
Okay.
Especially
we
as
might as well.
I'm not especially up with Bubbly Booby's foreplay technique.
Okay.
I just don't want to want a photo with the Dirk. Is that too much to ask? It would be a big deal for me. I even let you suck my titties.
Why is she so keen to have a photo with me?
Because she's had it with all of us.
She's had it with.
Don't you find that suspicious?
Yes, I do.
Which is why we're telling you not to have a fucking photo with her. She's looking for.
But then again, she might go as well. She might go on forever if you don't indulge with her.
Well, we could penetrate her with several large caliber bullets.
If we're not here, then she can. There's a plane outside with our name written on it.
Did anyone else hear the other door lock, though?
I heard it close.
Okay, I'm going to go and march over to the door at the end of the corridor.
The exit back to the car park?
Yeah.
Yes, at the base of the shaft.
The other side of it, you can hear the sound of the little whiz robot ramming itself against the door to keep it shut.
Okay.
Perpetrator secured. Perpetrator secured. Perpetrator secured.
Is the door made of wood?
Yeah, it's a shitty external door.
Okay, fuck this robot. I'm shooting to the door. And hopefully I will get him too.
Oh, so probably Boobies are biggest fans outside. Yes, I think she probably is.
Okay.
I'd very much like to help by just shoving the door telekinesis style as well.
Oh, right, okay. So, yes, bullets fly at the door, which do damage. Make a roll. If you hit by more than 8, we'll say you've blown off a hinge. And then make
again
a
is perception. Oh, no, that's I think. I forgot to mention earlier, but I don't think it's important. Was important before. Heavy firearms is my Asterix skill.
Mm-hmm. So you can't critical fail. So if you roll 00, it's just a fail, not a disastrous fail.
Okay. So it's a 15. I made it by 3.
Okay, you put a lot of holes in the door, sufficient that you could just bash through it, but you don't blow the door off. Bit rate?
Yeah. Made it by 4.
And what kind of manifestation do your psychic attacks have?
Oh, well, this is telekinesis. So...
Well, telekinesis is really about moving objects around, but if they're secured, you have to use quite a lot of pounds of force. So how much power did you put into it?
4, which is 160 kilograms.
Okay, I mean that's a lot more than a door, in fairness. So yes, you blow the door off, but you blow it outward into the car park.
Yeah.
This knocks Wiz's little police robot head off, so it's now hanging off, but it doesn't stop him. And bearing in mind, at the time, he was accelerating to try and keep the door shut. So he zooms down the corridor, and you are what might be described as 10-pin bowling pins. And there isn't really an alternative to this, but there is the possibility, however, of looking good when you land. So, could you make a reflexes plus looking good roll to see if you land with style?
Oh,
Make it
fuck.
look good. Otherwise, you're
I-
just on the floor in a crumpled
Oh,
mess.
double 3. Yes.
Oh wow! Yes, you look awesome. You even do the hero landing
Mm-hmm.
straight out of Marvel.
No, yeah, that's an 11 out of 8.
Okay, so you end up landing mostly on the wall rather than the floor. You then
I
land
fuck-
on the floor.
I fucked it up. I'm sorry.
Okay. You can, however, get out to the cover. The robot goes so fast it accelerates into the server room, through the door to the server room, crashing into a machine. Someone upgraded him. What can I say?
Thank you, Kyle.
You do notice,
You're entirely
however,
welcome. I
Bitrate,
knew
as you
eventually.
land-
I knew eventually it would fuck himself up because of it. See, I was taking the long game.
As I said, thank you, Kyle. It just light up in my head. Cartman saying, "Fuck you, Kyle."
Fuck you, Cal.
Fuck you, Kyle.
Bitrate, as you do
Yes,
your
sorry.
amazing landing, you become aware that Bubbly Boobies 73 has snapped a photo of your landing.
Oh, fuck's sake. Is it
Because you looked good.
possible? Is it possible for me to quickly draw my cougar and shoot the phone?
Yeah, I mean, you can have a go. You can have a go. I mean, the picture's been taken, but yes, can you shoot the phone before she secretes it back in her bum crack? I guess. I mean, where else is it going?
In a cleavage? I don't know. Wow. Okay. Right. So black. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, I'm not
Our
actually.
bum
that good at
muscles are
guns.
very toned. We've got the
Okay.
most purchase.
Well, I got 6 and a 9, but that's a fail. So no, she gets it back up there before I can shoot it.
I just see a 6 and a 9 as a success. Very nice.
Very nice.
I mean, I'm gonna have to give you something for the 69 just because.
Maybe a conviction point back.
It's on. It's
Yeah,
on.
go on.
Thank you, but I'll save it for later.
The 69 is on brand.
Of course it is.
All right.
All right, never mind.
So, yeah, she secreted her phone away again, and she goes, "Come on, Dirk, against the blood, nicer background we can use for cleaning the screen."
It doesn't tend to be good
Fucking
for
sure.
agents to have the picture spread everywhere. So, in my job,
I put you on my OnlyFans. 3.9 billion followers. You'd be very popular.
not good for my job.
Oh shit!
Bone, chicka,
You'll
bone,
get
chicka, bone,
royalties.
chicka,
Actually, you
Ooh.
should carry on shooting there a bit later.
Actually, look, Dirk. Yeah, you're absolutely right. But you know, we all got a picture with her. It just doesn't seem right to not have your picture with it, right? I'll take the picky. On you go. You stand with her. You give me your phone. I'll take the picky.
For
God
an
almighty.
undercover infiltration specialist, have my picture taken and stuck on the internet. It's not the best thing for my job.
Just look. How many times do you get the chance to get a picture with a beautiful, nearly naked woman with a name like Bubbly Boobies? I mean, you know, it's
73.
70. I know it's if you're gonna
Yeah, I
have
mean,
one,
that's a franchise.
73 boobies.
73 boobies, it could be her cup size. Just go for it. Just take a pic. Yeah, like give me the phone. I'll take the damn picky.
Okay.
Oh,
She
you
does,
should
in
phone.
fact, pass you her phone, and she knows exactly what you're going to do with it. But that doesn't matter if she can get Dirk into the right position. So she positions herself such that you see things you've not seen before.
Thanks,
From
Carl.
angles you didn't know you could see things. What are you saying, Bitrate?
Whilst this is happening, especially if she's in a very vulnerable position, am I able to launch towards her with my sword and
Yes,
impale her or decapitate her or whatever?
you could have a go. Kyle, with the phone, what are you actually going to do? Are you going to take a picture, or are you just going to delete the pictures?
Well, I was thinking about breaking the fucking phone over a desk, but I was actually going to think about doing something far more useful. I was going to pocket the phone and run for it.
Okay.
Because there might be information on the phone actually that might be useful to us before we delete it all.
And Carlo, what are you doing as this all kicks off?
Just watching it.
Okay.
I mean,
Carlos, you're better behind the camera.
Carlos attempting to reach minimum safe distance.
No, I do mean Bitrate is lunging at her, trying to decapitate her. Kyle is holding a mobile phone, hoping to record everything and then post it on Rotten.
I hadn't thought of that. Looking. I could record it for posterity.
Yeah, that too.
Okay. Bitrate, make your attack.
Okay. Although, just to say to Ginger Monster, no, I didn't mean that in a euphemism, because this is not Mel Gibson.
If you know,
you know. Yeah. Okay, so just to gloat a little bit, my attack rate is 18, and I got a 3.
Oh, not a double. So, as you go to...
Damn fucking close, though.
As you go to impale your sword into her, it's almost as if the sword is turning her into a teleportation disassembly as you thrust it forward, and she gets teleported out of the room.
What
there you
just
go,
happened?
Dirk. There you go, Dirk. We saved your life.
That's even more worrying, very surely. So she's done that for no apparent reason and left her phone behind.
Well, fine, whatever. Let's just get out of here. We've got the phone. We've got your
I'm wondering if we want the phone.
Yeah, and now we got
I just want the memory card or whatever out of it.
Yeah. Let's just take that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe destroy it in the blood or something.
Wait a minute, I've got to get this server on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
We're
Okay.
not taking a whole server on a plane. It's too small.
It's not. It's a whacking big server.
I knew that round line was coming.
It's too heavy for the plane. We won't last 5 minutes in the air with that thing.
Oh, Ginger Monster's worked it out.
I say with my one piloting skill.
Oh, okay. I'll have to carry it on my jetpack then.
Okay. So you're all heading out. You're not going in the breakout room?
I could get coffee.
Yeah, there might be a smoke in there.
Okay. All right. You're going in. You're going in or leaving, just to be clear.
You mentioned it, so we can't not now.
Besides, I've got to turn off Cloud Sync and take the memory card and everything out the phone, and then drop the phone in acid.
Oh.
Okay.
Wow, this is nice.
It's a lovely swank room. On the table are 2 iron katanas. Now, one of them is in very good condition. One of them isn't. There is what appears to be a like a holovid recorder in here, and there's also a holovid playback device, and the big screen you can see against the far wall there is for playing back the holovids.
Okay. Well, I assume those are what's his faces, or were.
Possibly.
Well, who else's are they? I doubt Dr. Zeus can wield these.
Could be hers.
Hmm.
God
I
knows
keep
what else
guarding
is-
the door to see if a pissed off teleporting OnlyFans entrepreneur is coming after us.
Does
I'm slightly
anyone
slightly more worried if the entire fucking franchise come through the door.
want them, or shall I just take them? Well, at least the good one.
I do have
Yeah,
a katana.
to be perfectly honest, I'm not sure I can handle it. And I don't believe I can.
It hasn't got a detonator,
So-
that's why.
Yeah, or a trigger.
Or a trigger, yeah.
Is there anything special about the old one? If I look at it,
I mean, they're both iron katanas. Just one of them is seen better days. It's a bit more. It looks like it's been disassembled and put back together several times, and it's a bit wonky now. Scuff marks all over it and all sorts.
if you want them, bitrate, take them.
Well, it's up to you, because I've already got a sword.
I've got a sword.
I mean, these are iron katanas. They roll 2d4 damage, but if the d4 ever pair, that's a 7.
Hmm. All right, then. I'll take the decent
It's
one.
2d4 plus strength, I believe. But...
Yeah.
Okay, are you going to have a look at the holovid recordings at all?
Yep.
Yeah, I was planning
Yes,
to
sir.
do that.
Actually,
Okay.
is there a way to, just as we're going to maybe watch one of them, is there any sort of connection in where we can actually download any of the vids that we find interesting, so we can look back at them later?
Yeah, you get a little holo disc. Looks exactly like a Blu-ray.
Let's start recording.
You gonna
Right, let's
record?
watch some of it. Well,
Oh, play. Okay, there's one file on there. It is Dr. Seuss. You get to see him. He's a kind of ugly old man. He has an armband on, which reads "Facio di Londra Colonia Marina di Cattolica." And in the video, if you've ever watched Star Wars Kid, he's playing with the iron katanas. They're switched off, but it's that.
Wow. Okay. Oh,
That's blackmail.
yes, it is.
He's making all the noises.
oh, this is gold.
Okay.
What can these things cut through?
Well, you, for one thing.
Well, obviously, but can they get into where he is?
I doubt it. I was half tempted to use an iron katana. Not an iron katana. What have I got? My side blade. But I don't
Just
know.
thinking of this old film I saw once upon a time.
To be
Becky.
honest, I'm tempted to keep him where he is. He might not be able to get out himself, for all we know.
Becky,
Yeah.
you know how I was looking at that power supply for the fans.
Yeah. Well, it's the power. It's the power for the whole room, not just the fans.
Is it for the whole
It's a breaker.
complex? Is it for the whole complex, the
It's a
underground
breaker
complex?
for the server room.
Right. That kind of nixes that idea then. I thought maybe a
Oh.
bit.
I've just
I
read
was-
on the iron katanas. It can ignore 10 points of armor value. Safe from door, probably not, but yeah, it can cut through a lot of things. The weapon severs a random limb if maximum damage is rolled. If used one-handed, the weapon has a rate of 2. If used two-handed, it has a rate of 1, but doubles the user's strength when applying damage. It crits on a 1 to... I'm just going to make it crit on every double. It's just, if it's a success, that's a good crit. And if it's a fail, that's a not good crit. And yeah, it's 2d4 plus strength and agility in close combat. So there you go. There's the stats.
Mm-hmm.
No, it suddenly occurred to me that maybe finding a breaker for that guard room, maybe, by shutting the power off to the safe room, it might actually open the door, but...
Oh, I see. Well, there's probably some kind of control room in the tower above you that is on fire and collapsed.
Okay. But...
Oh, yes. So about that, there's lots of rubble in the car park.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, plane park.
Just think about this, though, for 1 second, Kyle. When we found the agent in the vat, he looked like he was in the middle of trying to attack him. If this stuffy Dr. Zeus can still catch him, he's fucking fast. I don't want to fight him.
No, not yet. Okay.
Well, yeah, not yet. Of course, we have to eventually confront him in the climax of the story of our lives.
So there's always got to be a climax.
You're talking about our lives like it is some sort of lousy RPG campaign.
Yeah, funny that. You can't make it out, can you?
Nah.
Oh, you get a sudden pain in your heart, Carlo.
Okay.
We'd be talking about it on Meta.
Right, well, I put the good iron katana away with a shink. Or, sound effect. Shall we go and see if any of these planes are actually flyable?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was suggesting to do like Mr. Rachmaninoff and just fuck the ride off. Like Dr. Seuss would say.
Okay. You get in a plane, you pack
Not
your
play the
server
piano
in.
really fast.
You're all kind of just crammed into this tiny cockpit. Some of you are having to hold on the outside, but you'll be fine.
I'm just sad there wasn't any Morris Minors. I mean, for fuck's sake, if we're going to do an Italian job, where's the fucking minis?
You launch up through the falling rubble. As you do so, your plane is struck by rubble, bouncing it off course, sending it careering through the other tower, and then you fly off over the horizon, and then the other tower collapses. The video of the plane hitting the tower will, of course, be played in reverse later and be used as justification for a terrorist attack of flying car into the second tower.
Um,
And
Oh, look, that plane is flying backwards into a tower.
and you get, as you
reverse
fly
by
off
mistake.
into the sunset of Bologna, Regis, you get a phone call. It's your mission commander saying, "You've got a mission. Please come in for a briefing." And we'll end it there for this week.
Okay, as in Mario.
Mario.
Right.
Good stuff.
Yes.
I can't wait to die next week. Oh, no, next week? No, in 2 weeks.
I'm just surprised we survived, that's all.
Of course, we're agents.
I thought it was touch and go there for a second.
So it's 2 weeks until the next session, is it? Someone
Yeah.
not available
Yeah,
this week?
because I'm
Okay.
not available next week. I'm
No
sorry.
problem.
Mhm.
All right. I shall end the stream here. Thank you for sticking with us, Ginger Monster 67, and somebody else who was here for most of it. Thank you very much.
Yes, that was B Fiona.
Michael B as
And
well.
Michael B.
apparently. Oh, well,
Michael.
if you missed the first one, here was the first one. and we'll let that kind of play us out.
Do we get
So-
an XP?
Of course, now we have to wait for XP. Now, I kind of just am not entirely sure the rate at which you're supposed to get XP in this system. I can't remember. I think did I give you just one for the first session?
My current XP says 0.
Mhm.
Oh,
My current says
okay.
0.
Yeah.
Right. What does it say about XP in this book? Since we've got time for the ticker tape to play out anyway.
Also, where do you actually write your XP? Oh, total
That's-
XP. Yeah, I'm 0.
Yeah. Advancement.
yeah. Ideally, right there. Rank points and XP 78. Let me just get an idea for the scale of numbers you're going to need when you want to advance. Okay. So have we've done 2 sessions. Have 20 XP each.
20.
Ooh, thank you very much.
I was not expecting it. Thank you.
Well, you kind of completed the first little module, really.
Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and I guess that's it for 2 weeks. So until next time, guys, thank you for watching. I'm going to end the stream right here.
Yeah, see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Oh, I have to press the button, don't I?
Yeah. Always
I
helps.
think you do.
I'm trying. It's very difficult because I'm trying to hold my goodbye pose while subtly moving the mouse.